Recording is
Hello,
on.
everybody. Welcome to the Bat Community Call for Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, election day for us burgers out here in America. Um, and also, I guess it's a holiday for a lot of people in the US, but I don't know, whatever. We're here. Crypto doesn't sleep for anybody. So I hope you all are doing well. And if you're in the U.S. and you're registered, go vote. You know, um, even if you think it's dinner theater, it's dinner theater. We're eating together. Whatever. Um, uh, Hope everything is going well. Been a lot of you know, back and forth on Twitter. I'm sure probably some of you saw some stuff on the It's Boss write up from some Twitter threads after Firefox made a weird comparison and was tweeting about it. Good stuff. Many thanks to everyone who's been out there in the trenches and supporting the cause and all that good stuff. See, we got Jenny here with the slide deck, so I will hand it off to her.
All right. Hi, everybody. Hope your day is going well. Happy election day if you're in the States. I am not. But yeah, it's a big day for Americans today. But if you're here anyway, that's awesome. Hi, y'all. Okay, so let's dive right in. So, going to start off with some highlights. Okay, so this week we have more X Spaces with Bat and Unfungible. We have one on Wednesday, one on Friday. We have some past events listed toward the top of the slide, so you can check those out. We have the recordings on the Attention Token X account if you want to listen. But this week we have Is the Shift Towards New Media Marking the Death of the Old Guard? Quite a long title, but a good one. So that'll be tomorrow, and that'll be with Luke, myself, Legion, Nino, Smoke, Co-Museum, and some others from the Bat Community team. And then on Friday, November 8th, we have Is Crypto Back in the Limelight? I don't know. We'll find out. With CTR, Real World Gaming, Do Your Own Research, Umoja Protocol, and Kai Network. So yeah, join us. Come to the spaces. You can ask questions. You can raise your hand, come up to the stage, ask questions. You can put questions in the chat that our amazing host, Jack, will read aloud for you. Or you can just listen in. Or you can listen to the recording if you can't make it to the actual events. Okay. Last week we talked a little bit about the Bat Community YouTube channel. So reminder that exists, youtube.com/@batcommunity. Subscribe to us if you want to see our videos. We just uploaded a bunch of new videos last week, including shorts from Guillermo about his various Echo channel drops that he's done throughout the month of October. We have a tutorial from Paula about, or not a tutorial, sorry, just an overview of Brave Search. And this week we have a how-to video about how to claim free Bat digital collectibles. So if anyone has been curious about these collectible drops that we've been doing every week throughout the previous month of October, or any other time, the Echo magazine that our community puts together. Maybe you hear us talk about this all the time, but you're like, I'm confused. You can check out the tutorial. It's a walkthrough, makes it very easy, shows you how to claim the most recent drop, but also the same rules can apply to any future drops that we make through the Echo channel. So please do check that out. And in addition, to supplement this, one of our Bat ambassadors, Scott, aka Crypto Dojo, is going to be interviewing Guillermo for his YouTube channel, and they're going to be talking all about Echo, the Echo project, how it came to be, what its goals are, how people could get involved with, the contribution process if you want to contribute to the magazine, or just how to claim the collectibles. They're going to be talking all about Echo top to bottom. So that video will be coming out very soon. And in addition, we have Scott, again, Crypto Dojo, and Paula from the Bat Community team, each working on new videos, overviews and walkthroughs about Brave Rewards. It's been a little while since we've had up-to-date videos about Brave Rewards. So they are working on those. One will go on Scott's channel, one will go on our channel. So stay tuned. There's been a lot of updates since we did the last like Brave Rewards overview. So I'm really looking forward to that one. So yeah, if you want to get ahead of that, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@batcommunity. Okay, now moving into some ambassador updates. So we are going to be sponsoring a hackathon taking place in India a little bit later this month, November 9th and 10th. It's called Hack CBS 7.0. We're very excited about it. And the reason this is lumped into this section of the presentation is because this sponsorship was brought to us proposed to us by Cradian, who is a new ambassador in the Bad Ambassadors Program Season 4. So I just want to shout him out and tell him thank you. So Brave is going to be the core Web3 sponsor at this event, alongside some of the main sponsors, Logitech, GitHub, and there's, I think, 20 additional general sponsors. The event is going to be pretty huge. They've had, I think, 16,000 registrations from students across 440 countries. 440 cities. Woof. 25 countries and 718 participating colleges. So it's gonna be tons of students there. It's gonna be huge. Yeah, we're super proud to be the Web3 sponsor. At the event, we will have Brave branding throughout the expo. There will also be like a CTA and QR code projection up on one of the walls of the venue, where students can, scan the QR code to download Brave. The event is also going to be highlighting Brave during the hackathon's opening ceremony. So that's really cool. We're excited about that. And for our part, we will be running new tab takeovers in the Brave browser to promote the Hack CBS event on November 9th and 10th. And these new tab takeovers will be in India primarily. And just this whole event is really an excellent opportunity for us to gain brand awareness, among, tech-focused students in one of our largest markets. So yeah, we're really excited about this. And I just want to say thanks again to Cradian for bringing this our way. We're super pumped. We might even have one of our ambassadors join the event like in person because he lives nearby. We're still trying to work out the details for that portion, but we'll keep you posted. But we're looking forward to the event. Oh, okay. And we're hopping over right into other ambassador updates from Battern. So
hey everyone, I got some ambassador updates this week. We've got a couple of promotions. I've got Gianu Keefe to ambassador for his sterling work on the timeline. We've got Cradian to ambassador for helping organize a hackathon in Delhi. Going for a dash maker ambassador means you're someone in the program who does something, and we appreciate you. Like everyone comes into the program, we don't know who you are, you're not doing anything. So, it's kind of like a trial period, Natasha. When you've done something great, you're an ambassador now. So wear it with pride. To be fair, Keith was pretty much an ambassador from the start, but we had to wait a couple of weeks just to make it more fair.
Did you have more to add, Battern? We just moved to the next slide.
No, we've got more. No, that's it. That's it for that. We've got more slides.
Oh,
this one. It looks like the same slide. Sorry, as well as getting promoted to ambassador. Keith has got ambassador of the month, which we've stopped doing for a while, but get it going again. So Keith led the charge in the Firefox versus Brave battle on X, which has been quite intense this week. They came in with the attack, and your attackers were attacking it back. We've got no reason to normally pick on Firefox. They're so below us. But if they're going to come for us, we've got to go for them. He got followed by the Brave account. It was featured on 4chan, which is incredible, really. That's when you've got some you're a bit notorious. A quote tweeted by Pirate Nation, a 220k account. Did that rebuttal? There's that crappy little GeoCities site going on. Brendan being, Brendan bad, and he got that bloody You've got a really good counter for that. So that's great because that's like always coming up. I asked Luke for more, and he pointed to this meme below. Keith equals a legend. So yeah, congratulations, and we've got a Brave branded ledger to keep all your crypto on. So there you go, Keith. Enjoy.
Woohoo! Yes, we'll be sending that your way, Keith. Congrats on being the ambassador of the month. You all here, if you spend any time on X, you've definitely seen Keith's tweets. He might be like a good enough reason just by himself for you to join X if you're not already on. And then throw Luke's tweets into the mix and you're just entertained all day long. But no, for real, Keith is like one of our greatest defenders. He's just amazing. I can't even summarize, in a pithy or succinct way, all that he does for us, like just through his tweets on X. So definitely make an X account or get on X if you're not already there. Check it out. Give him a follow. He is the best. Congrats, Keith. Brave branded ledger coming your way very soon.
It's like most people, like they just go through a daydream of with their browser, being like, okay, yeah, I'll use this forever. And then they encounter someone who's is really passionate about their browser, and then they try and defend themselves. They just don't stand a chance, and I think it just converts so many people. But yeah, it's great.
Awesome.
Oh, still me. All right. Unless Godson, I think Godson might be taking a break because keeping an eye on the market today. I know it's rough with rough. I've had to hedge my bets as well.
He does have a wig, from what I see, or maybe it's just long hair. I don't know.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to start busting out. I'm Not Okay by Chemical Romance in that picture, which I'm really feeling with the state of the market at the moment. Okay, so Stan has continued his Youth Month Kabako DAO University tour. This weekend he was at ZTech, where he promoted Brave Rewards on chain, which he refers to as the lifetime airdrop, which I think is wonderful marketing. So many people, you get like a one-time payment just for using a product or crypto app thing. And then Brave, you just get a cheeky bit of BAT every month, don't you? It's like getting airdropped every month. He's been there before, and having become familiar with the students, they call him Brave. And they encouraged him to learn a Gen Z dance, which you can see him do at the bottom. I'm not sure which Gen Z dance it was. The only one I know is like the floss, but yeah.
That. I'd love to see footage of that.
Yeah, we'll try and get some.
It's about floss.
That's the floss. The Gen Z. Is that Gen Z dance? That's the Fortnite dance, isn't it?
Wow, yeah. Either way, wow.
Stan also found the time to attend the base event with Oxidus, where they both spread the good word of Brave and BAT. And there's them looking all dressed up in their Brave t-shirts in the bottom right.
So there's that. Next slide, please.
Thanks.
So overall, just wanted to give a rundown of what we did the past month for not only Batsober but Echo. These are all the covers that we have distributed on the last month, and I want to cover them each one singly. Next slide, please. So the first one was landscapes, and I just wanted to show you how many 27 landscapes are, and these are basically every single one that I've done in a week. Those were streamed on Rumble. They cumulatively gathered 298 raw views, and they were distributed to over 5,200 users. Actually, followers, because you need to follow in order to claim the CNFT.
How are the sorry?
No worries,
how are the analytics on Rumble? Are they any good?
Not really.
Answer from you on that. I haven't played with them yet, but like we're thinking about I was thinking about like putting some of the podcast episodes on there.
It's a very interesting platform, and it's clear like a growing platform. I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers and other creators starting to gain some presence in there, and it is nice in the sense that it is it does feel like a fresh air, a breeze of fresh air. Jesus, that was hard. But overall, like I don't think it's all there. Like you don't have the option to block users. The analytics are a bit chunky. To stream there, it's a little bit complicated compared to other alternatives. So was not a big fan as a user of Rumble. However, I do see the potential that it does offer, especially as a free speech alternative.
Cool.
And I see that Cripple Resistance is here, so please do not bash my head in. I know that he loves Rumble. So this is the second week. It was the Bat Desert Planet collection, and I believe it was 8 different NFTs that we did or redid in this case, because it was from a prior collection that we remastered. So this is what the final product looks like with the initial collection on top, and on the bottom there is the remastered versions. They were 8 in 1 week. It was the second collection that we finished. The first one was the Bat Landscapes that you just priorly saw, and it was distributed to over 3.8 thousand users. Next slide. Then we have the wallpaper collection. This was a collection that was meant to be used as the new tab wallpapers. So since you can basically change that to, instead of just seeing the random photos that they have on display and on rotation, you can, replace any image that you want there. So I did a few that were on the same size that would make you able to feature them. English today is being hard, folks. Anyways, it was the wallpapers for the new tab, and we did a grand total of 6. These would provide a little bit of utility from the NFTs, giving you true ownership, and at the same time would be able to promote that. The initial plan was that some users don't have the rewards turned on, and this could be a way to incentivize them to turn those on. They were distributed to over 600 users. The lower number is due to it only having one trait, being a common, and no rare nor legendary, which usually increases the amount of claims that people do. People like rares and legendaries more than commons, so now we do know that. Next slide, please.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to
No worries.
back and forth between tabs. There's a bit of a delay, but I just want to say I particularly love the wallpapers. I think they're amazing and beautiful, and I love the whole idea behind them about having people set them as their new tab page wallpaper in Brave, and maybe activate rewards if they haven't already. But the wallpapers themselves are just beautiful. So, and you can still claim them, everyone, right? Right, Kieran?
Yeah.
People can still claim them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll mention that in the end, like the time frame for each claim. But for the people who are here today, if there's any place that you would find easier to download this, if you want to have these as your wallpapers, please do let me know, because sometimes it's a bit hard to know like where to place these things. And if you have an idea or a suggestion, we're game to do it. This being said, next slide. Thank you. Perfect. This was the last one. The last collection from the Batover month, and the main goal was to advertise creators on Drip as well as community creators. And the bottom 4 are 3 creators from outside of our community. The corner left is for left hand, which you might know, and above the corner right on the center is Moonbeamers, and the rest with the white background are older pieces that I had laying around, and I thought might as well distribute them on Drip. This is also marking the start of the Creator Ad program, which we'll talk in a few, and it was distributed to over 2.5 thousand users on Drip. This is the Batover stats overall accumulatively. Jesus, that's a hard one. That's 14,000 manual claims, so people have to manually claim it. We surpassed 100,000 followers, and we distributed 12 CNFTs across Drip. And on the right is a poster that I did not mention priorly because it was not its own collection, but rather a standalone piece. And it was meant to be distributed to celebrate the fact that you can watch free public domain movies on Brave with no ads, incredible fast loading speeds, and earning BAT while doing so. So, hence the BAT from 950. these are relating the promo videos that I did. Was honestly having a lot of fun doing them. Might do some more in near future. The main thing is finding a reason to do them. But this is overall the stats from them. They gathered over 16,000 views, 54 reposts, and 136 likes. These might not seem like much, but it's honest work, and to me, it's actually pretty good. And you can see the analytics from the past 3 months on the right side, and there's a clear growth indicating that people do like videos. So this also goes like to say that the things that we're doing right now have a reason to be done. Like Paul has been working a lot on new videos. Johnny's been working a lot on our YouTube channel, and we're seeing that we're getting a lot more attention by doing so. So that's the main reason why we're focusing so much on videos and other socials that are mostly in format. What's next for Echo? That would be the creator ad program, which I'm not really sure if I can talk about, but if I can. No?
Yeah, let's talk about
Oh, okay. Then we can talk about together in a few. I'll just go through the other ones. And like Jenny mentioned early, tomorrow I'm meeting with Scott, that's Crypto Dojo, and we're doing at least preparing for an interview-like format, and it's going to be all about Echo. There's also going to be Echo 4, and if you can read the tiny letters, you will know what the team is. If not, bad luck.
What does it even say?
That's I'm sorry.
Eyesight.
I love it.
To get
I'm
through
old.
today.
It's still on the plan, it's still on the workout. Like I know what it's going to be, and if you can read it, you can know too.
If you can read it, you're not a boomer like me.
Do you want to
I
talk
have
about
glasses on and I
the-
still can't read it.
I have a giant monitor. That's the reason why I can read it. Plus,
Oh,
I
of
wrote it, so I know
of course,
what's there.
Keith can read it.
Luke, do you want to talk a little bit about the creator ad program?
Yeah, we've been working on this. So basically, like, it's we haven't put anything formal out about it yet, but we were working back in Q2 and Q3 with a bunch of creators on some pilots to help promote their YouTube channels or podcasts or X profiles. Or I think, like, with this next phase of creators, we're going to see Brave becoming like a powerful set of like tools, and like also like a like, if you look at what Brave is, like, Brave's really good at kind of being that upper level like aggregator of things, right? So like, if you look at what's available to Brave users, you see that there's not only is there like Web3 kind of integrated with the native crypto wallet, self custody, and all that good stuff, and some of the other integrations we have there, but also like AI and how we can harness that. And we have these creators that have the ability to earn. And so what you start seeing is like ways that we can leverage the growth that Brave has had, but also like as Brave continues to grow, leverage the growth of the user base to help support creators. Where right now the difference, what you see is like a bunch of different platforms, like Guillermo was talking about earlier, how Rumble's kind of becoming an alternative. You have other alternatives too, and you have places like Patreon where you have a creator that like maybe they have an established following on YouTube, and it's almost almost every single creator is getting the impact of being demonetized in some way or another, but they want to start to add like more premium offerings on something like a Patreon, and they also want to be able to be supported through Brave. Well, we can do things like with the platform to help like run promos for their Patreon stuff to our users and help grow that new set of revenue for them. Because I think what creators are figuring out, and what we've started to see, is that there's not like a silver bullet here that like solves all of the revenue problems for a creator, but like what we can do is be a set of tools to help like creators grow, whether it's like helping to book a podcast, like seeing if there's tools that can help them do that we can offer them. But starting at a very basic level, like using Brave ads and using the platform to help them grow and kind of make a program out of that, with a few creators to begin, and then opening it up more broadly to broader set of creators. Yeah, there's a hand up.
I just wanted to add that, like Drip, we've been growing a lot on Drip, and there's a lot of other creators who are growing their presence also on Drip. And it's also a very interesting platform that just showcases the importance of creators in this in this space. And I think the possibility of integrating them, promoting them directly on Brave could be really, really interesting, at least to showcase some case studies.
Well, and I've been talking with the team about it too, like with folks on creators and on rewards about, we're making these steps with on-chain settlements, and also we added support for creators to be able to add like an on-chain address to their creators account, right? And if we're really kind of trying to grow the platform to be more independent and to be like more free flowing, what would be ideal would be to like let people verify more platforms that they're on to that on-chain address instead of having to deal with a lot of the custodial hangups, right? And so you could see like something like Drip being something where we can associate that with an on-chain address that's verified, right? And stuff like that, where it's just easier to like for a creator can go in and be like, look, I'm in all these places, right? Like in OAuth those things to that wallet. And then that way, like, exposing those things is easier to users from the browser, and we're getting past all of this old legacy stuff of like having different custodians and like making sure that the one that's on Gemini can accept the tip from the one on Uphold, et cetera, like things that kind of got in the way that we're kind of evolving the system to grow out of. But platforms like Drip weren't around, right? Like and even things like Patreon were around, but like it wasn't as established as it is now. And I think like, the lessons we learned with creators is that, some people will want to tip or contribute. Other people want to just do more of a one-time thing. Other people want to tell their friends about it, right? Like there's a different set of tools, and creators have had to grow how they grow their money. And a lot of them that we originally talked to were like super scared of Brave because, we were blocking a lot of the ads, but now they're like, dude, like I'm showing ads on my channel and YouTube's not even giving me any money for them anymore, right? Like, so the problems have changed too. And so I think like along with the censorship stuff and other things that are happening out there, if Brave is a place where you can connect with like crypto users easily, but then also like more broadly, we can help you grow into more revenue, based off how you want to grow. Like it's really a cool place. And this creator program is going to kind of help us to start to build those relationships out better. And the way that we've seen this work in the past is by working directly with a bunch of creators at first and kind of getting feedback from them, getting in the trenches and then getting more customers eventually, and working with them too. Now that we have the means to do that, like it's time to kind of like turn it on its side a bit and change it a little bit. And it kind of goes with the whole dynamic of bat shifting too, from where like we had this big UGP and now like so much of the bat's free flowing. Like what are the activities that we can do to like serve as a catalyst to get more of that, market activity happening and more things moving with the volume of bat, outside of just what we were doing before. Right. So anyway, it was a long-winded way of saying, we're working on this creator program that's going to help creators grow at first, and then be a place where we can, tap more of their talent and have them try new tools that we're finding and things like that we can then turn around and offer to the broader creator suite, creators that are verified. So hope that helps.
We'll just add real quick that we already have 3 creators that are game to join this program. I'll post them on here the chat, and they were part of the last issue of Echo on the Batsober final.
Nice.
Exciting. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, now shut up.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a lovely day. Well, first of all, I wanted to... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I accidentally pushed something.
No worries. No worries. Well, I wanted to thank you for all the love on the search video that we posted last week. And I'm very excited to share that we already started working on a new video focused on Brave Rewards, like same format. Oh, thank you so much, Keith. Same format, same style, just different content. But I feel like that like TikTok format has been well received, and it's just the best option for this type of video, to be honest. Excuse me. However, we plan to experiment with other styles for future ones. And we are currently working on the script and writing ideas and things like that. So I'll keep you updated. And please leave your suggestions or feedback in the comments if you have any, because this is for you. And also, we've been working with the bad ambassadors from Latam on creating more content and just be more active on X from the different regional accounts. So I wanted to share some of the posts we have made. I mean, we have been making, but also localizing from the main account. Next slide, please. Thank you so much. So, here are some posts we made recently. From Ban Latam, I localized a post from the Bat account about Guillermo's Halloween Bat NFTs for Echo Underhouse. Rafael on Bat Honduras localized a post from Brave about how users now can set up a new style for the Brave icon in iOS 18. Also, Luis from Bat Venezuela created a post about the advantages of using Brave on mobile. And Rafael quoted a post from Baus with the amazing merch he got. So we'll keep posting and creating more content in Spanish. Thank you. And well, like every week, here's a new Brave Shield on X. And this time I wanted to highlight some posts from our amazing Bat ambassadors, Keith and Cookie. They have been raising awareness and addressing some misconceptions about Brave, while also, educating people along the way, and just like Jenny and Batter said, defending us. And I find it just awesome, like the reach that these posts get, and also the engagement is crazy. Like 300 likes is just insane. So shout out to both Keith and Cookie for these amazing contributions. And that's all from my side today. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Paula. And thanks, team. I think that's it. I see that Drew and Godson are both on the call, but it is a US holiday. And I think they said they're just going to be listening in today. So I think that is it for us. Unless, Drew, you have something that you want to chime in with.
No, I don't think so. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I think I'm just getting in the car to go pick up my daughter. So, no,
Oh, okay. You cut out.
Did we cut out?
Yeah, for a sec, but you're back.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I just said mainly things in the background, get some, partnership stuff working, things like that, as usual, but nothing super crazy to announce at the moment. But other than that, yeah, just grinding away and gonna see what happens with the elections, I guess, today.
I saw was that like a Sappy Seals new tab takeover today?
Oh yeah, it was one that we did from before.
Yesterday?
It's about the wallet, and yeah, it's from the Sappy Seals. Yep.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, and we had a karate combat call today too. I think we're gonna work on some interesting stuff for the fight that's coming up in December with them. So stay tuned for more on that. Yeah, so a lot going on. I don't know who else were you saying was here, Jenny? That didn't have a chance to talk.
Nobody else. Godson was on for a couple minutes, but
he
did kick off our simulcast today. But
got it.
No longer on the call. So yeah, back to you.
I think he's managing his leverage right now. The wake of the volatility. He's like, is it a holiday? Is it a holiday? I need to long. I need to short. I don't know which though. I'll do both.
Nice. And he's got to leverage that wig. That thing is intense. There was a couple of things I noticed. Like I was looking into, we had some mentions last week, some questions. There was like a Squano coin that was launched, and it was launched on the day we did the community call last week, and so I didn't really know much about it at all. I took a bit of a closer look in the time that's passed between the last call and this one. And it's kind of interesting. Like, I don't know who's behind it, but it seems like it's like a cohort of folks from the community that are interested in doing a meme coin. and the name, the wordplay on the naming is kind of funny too. But it looks like they have some plans for staking or something with BAT. I don't know, like enough. I haven't seen like a ton of around the plans or anything, but it's interesting. And yeah, I'll be watching to see what happens there. If it's like, if they follow through with it, it could be super cool. But I'm interested to see if more people like from the community engage with it. And yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of, I'm always, having fun with this stuff anyway in general. But it was interesting to see. Like, I don't know, I got some. Everybody seemed to think the wordplay was funny too. But I know that Drew's got a hand up.
Yeah, I saw that too. I've been kind of watching that. I think it's kind of cool. And also, I know somebody. I think probably Dragon Dave made a BAT and Guano LP on Radium. So I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, I think it's got a little thing going there. I think I noticed today. So
Awesome.
That's all I've seen. I haven't really looked too deep on that side of it, but yeah, I saw that today.
Where was it?
Mentioned it. I think it's on Radium, if I'm not mistaken. Dave, yeah, he loves doing LPs, and he's always playing with them. And I think I'm pretty sure it's him. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't him that set up a Guano BAT LP on there on Radium somewhere. Yeah, I'd have to go look, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a look. It's fun to see. It's always like interesting to see like community start to do stuff, or even like, back in the day, like when DeFi kind of came out, BAT was used on a lot of these protocols where people were just using them because they were holding it. And so I don't know. I think it's interesting. We'll see what happens there. Like and how the community engages. But if they're making LPs, that's a cool sign. Like, I know people are kind of nervous that when these things launch, they don't know what's up. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I just love it. I love seeing the community get more involved in folks that are, even if they're just excited about BAT enough to do something around it. I think that's kind of a cool sign. So yeah, I'll keep eyes peeled. Maybe I'll go play around with some LPs or something. But yeah, good stuff. I'll open it up for broader questions. Folks have it.
I had to look at the LPs, but it confuses me compared to Ethereum. Like back during like DeFi summer, like you always used to you put both sides of the pool in, and that was it. But there's all this concentrated liquidity now. I just don't really get it.
Yeah, well, they had like the different Uniswap versions, right, where you start to basically like earn off of a concentrated range. And there's still impermanent loss, like risk either way. But
that's why you need the 10,000% APR.
Exactly. It was, dude, those DeFi summer days were hard to beat. It was pretty amazing. But let's see where we where it goes. I'm gonna play around with them though. I've been playing around, like I've got like there's a LP on Bonk Swap with BAT and Sol, and I think BAT and USDC. But I just love seeing more BAT pools on Solana. So if there's one for Guano, maybe I'll go play around with it too, because it's interesting. And I know we were talking about when we did the meme coin pilots, it was kind of cool to see too that people were doing this. It's like a whole new level of it. But yeah, let's see what's up. And I think, Jenny, the Sage burn's done, right? Like, that's all closed out. Is that correct?
Yes, the Sage burn is done. It's all closed out. I will have the final numbers for you all next week or sooner. I'll tweet them. But yeah, we actually took it down a couple days later than past the 31st. And the reason is that our partner Bandit was supposed to close it off for us, but it happened to overlap. The end of the Sage burn happened to overlap with Diwali, which is a big holiday in India. And so it took a couple extra days to close that out. And so we might have gotten a few extra burns in there. So yeah, I'll share the final numbers once I'm positive of them. And yeah, I'll share them as soon as I have them.
It's pretty cool. So we'll have like finalized kind of like NFT set.
Yes.
And yeah, this is pretty interesting. Oh my God. wait, I'm looking at the chat. Holy crap. That's just in, I guess. Sounds like Keith was saying that Mozilla Foundation lays off 30% of its staff, drops the advocacy division. Wow. That's a big deal. Dang. Okay. Well, I guess they're listening to the market now. That is interesting. Well, I mean, there have been other layoffs too. I think over the past week or so, several different reports, companies. I know Dydex or DYDX just put 30% of their staff to this last week, and folks are planning trimming around. Drew, what's up?
Any idea on when we'll get October's numbers, user numbers?
Yeah, so I looked. I think they are pretty close to finalizing them. I think today they're gonna get announced either today or tomorrow. And knocking on wood, like, can you hear that? That's me knocking on wood. That it's today or tomorrow, but that it looks like they're pretty close on them. So soon, but not at the moment. But today, hopefully, or tomorrow. Yeah. All right. What else you guys got going? So how is the TikTok stuff going? Like, I signed up for that and I got like so disoriented just kind of scrolling through things. But are we seeing? I know that some of y'all have been.
If you keep scrolling long enough, eventually it shows you girls that you want to see.
Yeah. See, YouTube does that with the shorts too.
It's even more key. It's even more. I used to prefer the YouTube algo, like it was good, but then the X algo is for shorts is good, but the platform isn't there. But TikTok, there's the phrase on TikTok. It's like your For You page is built for you brick by brick. So it's like for every, I'm pretty sure it's got dodgy Chinese tech that watches your eyes and you smiling and stuff. So like, you know, the more time you spend on it, the more curated it is to you.
Interesting. Yeah, my wife is, and speaking of like eyeball tracking stuff, my wife was even telling me like one of these companies, movie tickets or movie something or other, just rebranded, re-released something that kind of tracks your eyes and pays you for watching ads too, which is kind of wild. But I don't know, dude, the TikTok thing, it's just really, I tried to get in there. I was like, oh man, I'm so overloaded on this. This is just going to be a mix of distractions and thirst traps everywhere. So no thanks. But if it's working, cool. Let's do more of it. Arn Yaka, man, the man with the updates.
Hey, what's good?
Good, man. Like, your updates are good. Your updates are fantastic. So thank you for doing them.
Yeah, no problem. Just got a question. Could you commission G to make me a banner? Is that possible?
Okay, you got it. That easy. In all fairness, I said Arnyaka, like, I don't think I have the time for it, but right now I'm managing work much faster than I initially thought, so I can make the time.
Okay.
Maybe this week or next week.
All right, cool. Because I just need one for the or maybe two. One for the community call summaries, and then I'm thinking now with all the other summaries of the proceeding every like bi-weekly, I'll probably try to contact maybe an artist and get them to confirm if I can use their art. I think the design list, I used the like one artist, Adam, and he confirmed that it's cool for me to use his artwork. So I think I'm going to keep trying to roll with yeah, just the community within Brave. Yeah.
Awesome. Guillermo, you've been commissioned. I love it.
Been summoned.
And I cut you off better. And you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah. Like, I think the best strategy for TikTok is what I'm doing is I'm using CapCut to rip. No, not CapCut. I'm ripping the YouTube videos of Brave, like your interviews and stuff, and using Opus clips or something to get the best bits out, and then just post that. That seems to be a good strategy.
Awesome. Yeah, because we were talking with a couple of the creators that we're in the middle of negotiations with. I was like, so where are you guys like putting focus? And I seem to hear a lot of focus, like, okay, Twitter, obviously, and then it was kind of evenly split between TikTok and Instagram, depending on who I talk to. But it sounds like it's the place we need to be. So I appreciate you all being in the trenches. Crippled Resistance, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Earlier this week, I saw something from Samson with X and the AI. Could you explain a little about that?
Yeah, I saw it too. I didn't dig into the details too much on that. I don't know, Keith, if you saw any of it, but was it was using a model with that or something? I'm not sure, but oh, he's using Grok. Okay, got it. Yeah. Grok's beta 2. Got it. Okay. Yeah, because I hadn't dug in too far. I saw he posted it, and I meant to follow up on it, but I got pulled into all the Firefox stuff, and it kind of consumed my brain for a bit. But yeah, let's Samson's been working on that. I also think that Raphael Ebron from our product team was showing something where he had like split views with Leo and was doing something interesting there. So I'm super interested to see more on that. There's a bunch of work like from these hackathons that the team is working on getting shipped right now. And AI stuff with Leo was one of those things. A couple different projects there. So
are we reaching out to Accent about collaborating or something like that?
Yeah, there's been outreach and to them. I don't know a ton beyond that. I don't want to say something out of turn either, but I think there was a big push from people like Brave fans in the community and also from like, I know Samson was working on that extension and we were all kind of driving there, and there was some outreach around then, and I think there's still some outreach going, but I don't know enough. I don't want to comment on something right now just yet because I don't want to say the wrong thing and put a foot in my mouth because yeah, that happens. But yeah, it's not a static line, and yeah, I mean, I think that the potential there is like huge, right? Like there's a big alignment on, you know, the anti-censorship and free speech side of things, and you know, I'm baffled every time I open up X and see like a lot of this stuff. Dr. Epstein was Epstein, however you pronounce it, was posting some of these things on you know, search results with Google and with the bias there between candidates and stuff. And I think Brendan had screenshotted Brave Search on one of those and showed how it was neutral. And it was just like, it's interesting. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of surreal. A lot of these things that people were talking about in the abstract are just happening right in front of everybody's eyes right now. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the weeks ahead. We'll see how today shakes it out, of course, and then onward from there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, cool. Like, what else do you all want to yap about? Yeah, it's interesting. Poll results. That's good stuff. I think we will work on, maybe I will work on a earlier start for this call, figure out when we can do it. But it's yeah, let me see what we can get away with. Maybe an hour earlier, maybe or so. Yeah,
it would be very much appreciated on the European end.
I know, man. When I was in London, I think it was like 10 o'clock or something, and I was a few deep and ready to.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. Then finish at 10. That's nice, cheeky early. You can get some reasonable bedtime. Drags into 11 or midnight for the even more of the Eastern Europeans. It's just it's a bit late.
Yeah. Maybe I can bump it down.
More late than it is early for you guys.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was always like, so I have like a bunch of, for me, it's like a time thing. Like it's really hard, like a schedule's like packed. But I think like I've had some meetings. We've been able to shed some meetings lately. And so I might be able to like move it down a couple hours, especially too, because we're getting more and more people from your old neck of the world. And yeah, let's make it more convenient for people. So I'll talk with Jenny about that. Arnyaka, you got a hand up?
Yeah, sorry. I just found a bug within Brave's browser, the web UI. When I'm trying to use Leo, it seems to default to Mistral whenever I open it up, even though I've changed the setting within Brave Leo to default to Claude.
Oh, okay.
It only recently happened since the newest update. And I could see some people who may have a different LLM get a little frustrated having to always change it when they want to use it.
I'd be super frustrated by that. Like I'm frustrated at the thought of it. And so, well, there's a big effort right now. Like also, like I mean, I'm beating a dead horse into glue by saying this, but like. You all speaking up and giving us this feedback is like super important. There's a big effort right now internally around premium. So that includes Leo, it includes VPN, it includes everything to try and make the fixes that will help with retention. Like I think, there's price point buckets and bundling and stuff. We get feedback on too, that is important feedback as well, but like really zoning in on the pain points for users once they've come on to you is like a bunch of work's going into like trying to optimize that, because also like there was a bunch of work that was done on annual subscriptions and cancellation, things like that was pretty priority zero kind of work that a bunch of that's been chewed through and worked on. And so now they're working on the pay with that, but also on the optimizations things too, because we're going to run into the same problems with both sides of the payment coin on that. So yeah, like please keep giving us this feedback like this. It's super helpful, especially like Leo too. It's such a new area, and the people have ChatGPT and use Perplexity and stuff, but like Leo has this ability to kind of like be with you in the browser. So we're going to run into different wins, but also different, bugs and misses and stuff. And so, yeah, so appreciate the feedback on this. Like, please keep it coming too. If it's long-winded stuff, like feel free to DM it to me or Samson or anybody on team, or call us out like in public on Twitter. We want to make sure that we get those fixes in, and you all are like frontline folks and first to voice it up. So appreciate it.
Yeah, it seems like a good function for Leo as well would have chat retention, because if I were to move away from a web link or URL, then it completely erases the chat. So
yeah, I know for a fact that team's working on that, and they're also kind of working on like a full page UI for it too, because we've seen a bunch of demand for that. So like you'll kind of have the mode where it's alongside, but then you'll also be able to open Leo in its own browser tab kind of thing. So yeah, that's really helpful feedback too, because those are the things where like it's pretty obvious for some people, but like just hearing it from users is important. And so yeah, keep the feedback coming.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bows, how's it going?
It's going all right. I was going to ask, since Leo is being talked about, I guess I was using it a little bit on a browser that I just didn't have connected up with Premium yet. And I noticed it's like, oh, I guess I got rate limited. I wasn't really using it that long, but are y'all gonna integrate BAD in to basically be a way to get around that, where that's using some of your rewards to, bypass that? Or
Yeah. So they're looking at like one thing I've started bringing up too, and others have been talking about too, are like looking at the model for this, because you see like a kind of a traditional, okay, I'm going to pay for premium or whatever, but then like if exactly what you just said, where users are finding that like they're getting hit with things like rate limiting, and like removing a ceiling or top ups for that, or like kind of, these are things that we're finding out that people want with use, because there's a couple things when you put a product like this, and we're seeing the same thing with the API business too, because this AI stuff is like, AI has been around for a long time, but these iterations of it where you've got consumers using it and you've got developers building with it is relatively new in the way that it's being used now. You don't know how often, frequency. It's a similar thing with crypto. You don't know, like, are people going to be transacting every day? Are they going to be using this is it going to replace their search engine? Is it going to be something they use some people do that, some people don't, but like finding out those edges is like super important. And we're hearing more and more feedback on the rate limiting. And so I think that that's something where I've been surfacing it a bit. Others have too, where we get like, really, if the rate limiting is because of like, costs, if it's relative to cost, like why can't we just fix that by like, letting people top up? You got people doing rewards, like let people pay with their rewards, like, and or even maybe have a mode for, rewards users for these services where it just like kind of like removes the rate limiting, right? Like I think those things could be helpful for this. Obviously need to be kind of tuned in, but appreciate that, Bows. I think that's a really good idea, and something we should be looking into. Drew, you got a hand up.
Hey, yeah, I don't know if it's been asked before, or and I was just kind of in and out picking up the kiddo, but is like when the search numbers get announced, like are the like is the Leo, like stuff that's put into Leo, like included in the search numbers, or is that like a completely separate thing, or how does that work? Because they're kind of integrated, I guess. So I was just curious how that works.
The Leo numbers are separate from the search numbers, and I believe the search numbers that are out are based on like queries from the users of search, but I can double check on that, because at one point I was like, look, like, are we including the API calls in that? And I don't think that we are, but I'm not 100% sure. So let me find out for sure. Or if you guys see Brendan tweeting about it too, and you want to ask him to, feel free. Yeah.
Sounds good. Cool. Thanks.
No problem. We got 2 minutes, so I can cram in one more question from folks, or we can,
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, I mean, even potentially just giving like regular users to just have rewards on a slightly higher rate limit. But I was just curious, do we have like, I mean, I guess I don't really know how much Leo gets used or not. Like, I don't know if it's like a really big hit and like most users use it, or if maybe people are using the premium version or anything. Could you give us like a little insight on that?
Yeah, so it's not like everybody. It's a smaller number of users, which I think is, kind of to be expected. Like I think it's smaller than the rewards cohort at this point, but it's also something where you have different patterns of use among those that are doing it. Like a lot of people will try it out for a couple of days and walk away, or you'll have people that use it all the time. And so we're still kind of looking at what the different patterns are. But yeah, like I think right now there's some features that we need to incorporate integrate into Leo to just get it, popping more, and then some more, marketing, etc. But if you look like search in the search result page, we're incorporating Leo more there, and we've also been incorporating Leo more into search. There's a bunch of work going on, like R&D type work and hack work, that's gonna like help to bring these two things together and bring Leo more integrated across the browser. I think the first push was like just getting it out there. And now they're looking at different ways that it can work across the browser context to, like, you know, really deliver on that message of having it there with you everywhere that you browse. And then also kind of like, you know, what types of like Jarvis-y, you know, actions can you get with Leo, and getting it to that level too. So it's all iterative, but yeah, like right now it's it's not a massive cohort of folks using it, but the folks that are using it a lot in daily use. And then yeah, so I think we have been really looking into and talking with a lot of folks that have been using it to try and, you know, get things into queue that are going to help us get more wins on it, but also just takes time and stuff like that. But Brendan's pushing pretty hard too for more proofs of concept and hack session work to get more and more pieces out quicker. So more to come on that front. And yeah, I think though there's some real low hanging stuff with the rate limiting stuff you mentioned, Bows, like, in getting better kind of payment options and you know, benefits for reward users, etc. So no, it's great. I know that we're a little late on, we're a little over on time, so I really appreciate everybody for making it out today. We'll be back 1 week from today, same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, have a good week and good luck with the election results and whatnot. And see you all online. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming out today. Much appreciated.
See you guys.
Everyone, ciao.